which fictional character would you most want to be if you could be any fictional character?
My God, this is always a difficult question because there's a lot that I want to play, and I'm only 25, so like I hope
there's a lot of time for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like the surprise, you know, to discover in the middle of the process, you know.
Yeah.
So that's it. I like to be surprised.
That's a surprise. I would also like to know 3 things that you have on your bucket list. Not necessarily top 3, but 3 things on your bucket list. Do you have a bucket list? Do you have a list with all the things you want to do in life and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first one I would say is like buy a house in Bahia, which is a state here in Brazil that is like
beautiful.
It's my favorite place in the world. Like it's difficult to explain, but I lived there when I was 2-year-old.
Okay.
And I stayed like for 2 years and then come back to Rio de Janeiro. But I think like it's really, really my dream, you know, to be there and to have a house there with my family, and that's it.
Beautiful.
What else?
So
I like
that's one.
to have this experience like jumping in parachutes, and also I would like to teach theater classes, like to acting classes.
To children and
that's
students.
it.
How beautiful. Something you are terrible at. Something you really don't know how to do. For me, it's cooking. Oh, yes! I'm so terrible.
Unfortunately, my ex-boyfriend is a chef, like a super well-known chef, you know.
Okay.
And he teaches me. He tried to teach me some things, but it was really hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really think you have to, you know, have a sort of a talent like for everything else, because I honestly can't cut things. I mean, I'm cutting my fingers.
No, I toasted a toast, but like
you burned it.
I had no idea. It was like too dark. I left on the
toaster.
Fogão.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it burned out.
20 minutes.
I get it.
I totally forgot. This was like an adventure for me, quarantine, because it's like it was a really, really tough challenge, you know, for me.
Cook by yourself.
But I started learning lots of things, so I'm happy.
Me diga uma coisa, Dalila. Por que, apesar de tudo o que aconteceu com sua mãe, você continuou a incentivar seu pai a ir para o Brasil para se vingar de Jamila e de Laila? Soraya não ia aprovar isso. Não ia querer mais sangue. Não preciso dos seus conselhos, Ferus.
What is your biggest fear? What are you most afraid of?
I think it's the courage. I think it's to lose courage of being myself, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think when we are ashamed or like too introverts, we stopped allowing ourselves to do things we want to do, we love to do, you know? Yeah. So I think that's it. My biggest fear is like losing someone I love, but also
losing yourself,
not being who I am, you know, like lost myself.
Yeah, makes sense, totally. What is your biggest dream?
It's strange, it's super strange, because every time someone
asks you
does this question, it's like I don't have like a big dream, you know. I just want to live life and feel all the things I have to feel, you know. This is my biggest dream, like
to experience,
to feel things,
to experience and feel. Sounds like a great answer. If you could have a coffee with any 3 great actors, dead or alive, who would they be?
Okay, so Viola Davis.
Okay.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, yeah.
And...
one more.
Yeah, Fernanda Montenegro, I would say, because she's like our queen in Brazil.
Yeah.
So it would be funny to have a coffee with those 3.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Just to think about it and you're getting nervous. Yeah.
Exactly.
What makes you happy? And because we are on Happy Channel, this is how our TV channel is called.
Yeah.
And not only what makes you happy, but I want you to tell me 3 small things that always make you happy. Small things.
Okay. When I get home and my dog is like to me, like, and she hugs.
Yeah.
It's incredible. She really hugs. I lay down and she comes with the
paws.
Yeah, exactly. Super cute. Oh. So this makes me happy. My friends in my house makes me happy.
Yeah.
All together.
Happy.
And what else? Like that moment when you are filming something.
Yeah.
And like everything is like a little chaos outside, you know?
Yeah.
And people are doing their jobs, and you realize, like,
the crew.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love all that. Like, people put a lot of love in this.
And passion.
So, in this moment when you are, like, preparing for a scene and you realize that, you know, this makes me happy.
And you realize how lucky you are to do what you love. I think, that makes anyone happy.
Yeah.
One song you could listen to over and over again. Song.
Okay. There's this artist in Brazil called Caetano Veloso, which is my favorite. So I'm always like playing some of his musics in my playlist, you know.
Yeah.
But this song, I would think there's a song called Água from Caetano Veloso that is really, really beautiful. I'll send to you. I think you love it.
Please.
It's like, and I think Brazilians, we call it música popular brasileira, which is
popular
Brazilian music. It's one of the best things we have in our country, you know. It's something different. It's really something different. And Caetano is one of my favorites.
Orfanii unei națiuni. De luni până vineri, de la ora 22, la Happy.
Estou tentando ligar para meu pai, mas sou da caixa postal. Liguei para o hotel, disseram que ele saiu ontem, mas ainda não voltou. Será que aconteceu alguma coisa?
O que poderia ter acontecido?
I would also want to ask you, what do you consider unforgivable?
I think intolerance. And being like racist, homophobic.
Exactly.
That's it. Like this for me is like.
Yeah.
I know we have to learn lots and lots of things about our privilege and everything, but there's some things that you really believe that you really find that people believe that, like, and when the person is not able to open herself, like, to what the world is, you know, it's really hard. I don't like it.
Yeah, and it's everywhere. This kind of people
it is.
situations.
Unfortunately.
Okay, 3 more questions, and I'll let you be.
Okay.
I want to know if you could give me a personal definition of love. What does love mean to you?
I think this was the most difficult question.
Yeah, maybe.
Love, it's everything that we can't say. It's for me, it's that, like,
You
even
cannot
the
describe.
word "I love you" does not like measure, and it's not
measurable, and
it's not measurable. It's not, but it's comprehensive. It's understandable. It's feelable.
yeah,
This word
feelable.
exists.
It should exist.
It's feelable, you know. It's something that you always know what love is, where love is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's it. And love. My God.
It's hard. I know.
Yeah, that's it. That is love.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say.
And I think
it's difficult to say, but we know.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's something you feel. It's not something you can describe in words.
Yeah.
Você tem que tirar esse ódio do coração. Isso só te faz mal. Veja o que aconteceu com a sua mãe. O ódio do seu pai acabou com a vida dela.
Foi o ódio que acabou com a vida da minha mãe, Feroz. Foi o amor.
And I also want to ask you, even if it's not the most enjoyable subject, but it's the most discussed, it's what's happening right now in the world, in the whole world, I will dare to ask you, how does the pandemic look there in Brazil, and how are you dealing with it?
For us, it's really hard because we don't even have a health minister, you know. There's no the politicians, and there's politics. There are like stealing money from the hospitals, and yeah, it's like it's unbelievable.
Crazy.
It's unbelievable, and it's not like one politician. It's like
all of them.
Not all of them, because we cannot like generalize, but like most of them. And this is like we don't have anyone to trust, you know.
Yeah.
And we don't have, consequently we don't have like a perspective of what's happening to our country, you know. And it's really, really hard. And I don't know. I think the quarantine and the COVID-19 only spread this somehow, you know, for us. But at the same time, people are getting consciousness, and I think there's a way to revert this on the next eleições, on the next
period of time.
The word in English. Yeah, to vote. Like they can change
the next voting. Okay.
By voting, you know.
Yeah.
I think so. I believe so. I think we have a chance to change it by voting.
Yeah.
You know. And I think people have to like study, try to
understand
to know
the system. Yeah.
Yeah, like be comprometido.
Compromised our future.
Compromised.
Yeah. Exactly.
With all that.
With all the ignorance.
Because we are citizens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I must say we have the exact same problem here. We just had the elections a few weeks ago, and the young people are just staying home and saying, whatever, my vote doesn't matter. But it does. A message, this is the last question, I promise. If you could send our Romanian fans of the show, of the Orphans of the Nation, a message, whatever you'd like to say to them.
First, it's like crazy for me to be there with you guys, but it's like it's an honor, really, because I think this story it's as I was saying, global. You know, I think everyone has something to identify with this. This is a story about love, about empathy, about people, about human, you know. Yeah. I hope to be there one day with you. And yeah, I would love to. And yeah, that's it.